you're watching this video and you came across this video, you found it found you, you are probably experiencing limiting beliefs, self-doubts, things in your life that are just no longer serving you. Maybe they were never serving you. Maybe at one point of your life they were serving you, but they're no longer serving you. And you find them really just getting in the way of who you would like to become, your most authentic, your truest version of yourself that you can visualize, and she or he just feels really, really good. So all these things are coming up for you because you're meant to go through it. You're meant to deal with them. And on the other side of all of you, or all of those things, are the person that you are meant to be. That's your truest self, your most authentic version of you. So I really want to talk about this today because recently I've had a lot of things be coming up for me about my business and my self-worth and just all of the things that just make you feel really icky and make you really wonder if you are worthy of what you are desiring. So first of all, I want to tell you that if you are desiring something in your life, whether it be a new job, a business, a relationship, a partner, if you are desiring it, the universe, source, God, put it in to your, whatever you want to call that, desire box. Put it into your vision board or goals. Like, put that idea in your head, in your mind, in your heart on purpose. They know it's for you. They know you are meant to have that, and that's why you're desiring it. So there's no coincidence in life. I believe everything happens for a reason, and the reason you're desiring whatever it is because, like, it was placed in your heart. It was placed within your soul for you to experience in this human lifetime, this human experience. So we look at all of these limiting beliefs, we think of all the self-doubts that we have, and we have to ask ourselves, okay, are these serving me anymore? Were they at one time in my life serving me? And like I said, some of the beliefs, they served you for a specific phase, chapter in your life, but it doesn't mean they're serving you any longer. That phase or chapter might be long gone now, and it's time for you to release those beliefs that just don't work for you anymore. They probably feel icky. You have outgrown them, and it's time for you to put new beliefs into your system of beliefs, your belief system. So it's not always easy, and that's why I'm talking about it today, because I have had a lot of beliefs come up about just, like, honestly not being smart enough, not being educated enough to have my own business and be able to figure out all of the marketing and just all of it, like all of the financial changes that will be shifting. It's scary. It's really, really scary going into your own business or anything in your life that you are looking to change. And I keep reminding myself, like, there's a reason why I am desiring this. There's a reason why I am looking to shift this in my life. And the same goes for you. Even though it might seem scary, and even though those beliefs, those limiting beliefs are coming up, and those self-doubts are trying to drag you down, you can do it. Like, you definitely can do it, because the beliefs that we're having that we aren't good enough, or we're not smart enough, we're not educated enough, all of those beliefs that I am personally having, they came from somewhere. And it's my job to sit down, journal, think about it, talk to a friend, talk to myself, voice note myself, and go back as far as I can and see, okay, Kylie, when was the first time you felt like you weren't smart enough? When was the first time you felt like you weren't educated enough? And it's our job to do that work. It's our job to go back and find where it started so we can nip it in the bud, so we can replace it with something better. And I know it's not a fun experience to go back and find whatever made us believe the things that we're believing. But I do really believe that it's mandatory, it's required to look at it in the face, observe it, see where it's coming from. You can talk about the emotions, talk about the feelings, you can label them, you can name them, and really just it came from. And from there, we can see what the next step is, what that next step is in rewiring that thought we have. And there's a lot of different ways you can do that. I know some people like affirmations. I personally really enjoy tapping. I really enjoy journaling. Tapping has been a game changer for me. If you've never heard of tapping, it's also known as EFT, which is emotional freedom technique. It's when you tap on the meridians in your body, and it's kind of like the acupuncture points that they would go on, like during acupuncture. I'm not an expert in it, but it's like the pressure points on your body, and it can just do amazing things. If you've never heard about it, I definitely suggest like Googling it, looking up EFT videos to learn a little bit more. But it's used for rewiring your thoughts, old patterns, old habits, and for me it has been very beneficial, but I struggle with being consistent in it, which consistency is a theme for 2025. I am working on being more consistent in a lot of areas in my life. But anyway, back to the belief system. So we need to do this work in order to heal all of our belief systems that are no longer working for us. And in order for you to move past them, you need to go through them, unfortunately. And I know it's not the easiest thing, and I'm kind of making this video in order for me to hold myself accountable for actually working through them. And sometimes it can feel like you work through them, and sometimes it just feels like they just keep coming up, it keeps getting deeper, they keep coming back, and that means there's more shit to resolve. There means that there's more stuff that you need to look at, and maybe you need to go a little bit deeper, maybe you need to do it a little bit more consistently, whatever it is. And it's a trial and error kind of thing, unfortunately, too. Like sometimes we think it'll be like one and done, like, oh, I do this, like I do tapping on my body and like I think I'm gonna be good after like one session. No, it's multiple like repetitive sessions usually. It's journaling a lot, it's affirmations, whatever it is that works for you, meditating on it, rewiring your thoughts, rewiring all of the negative things you're saying about yourself, and you're believing about yourself. So yeah, I really just wanted to talk about that today, because anything you are desiring in your life, it is meant for you. And just because you have the self-doubts and the limiting beliefs that come up and tell you that you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not worthy enough, you're not educated enough, that is not true. That is just not true. If you are desiring something, it means it was put in your heart, in your soul for a reason, and it's your job to fulfill it. It's your job, it's your life's purpose while you're here in this lifetime, in this human experience, to go down that road and see where it takes you. You wouldn't have these little nudges to do things if you weren't meant to do them. And that goes for everything. That goes for a new job, that goes for a specific relationship, a business, anything. Traveling the world, moving to another country. If you're feeling an urge, if you're feeling a ping, it was put inside of you for a reason. And it's your job to follow that little ping, because you never know where it's going to lead you. But I do believe when we continuously follow those pings that we get, when we follow those little messages inside of our heart, I think it really leads us down the road that we're meant to be on. And I feel like that is the divine path that we are really meant to follow in this lifetime. And a lot of people don't do that. So it's our job, the people watching this video, me, you, it's our job to actually follow the pings, follow our heart's calling, and fulfill those things. So, sending you lots of love today, and I'll see you guys next time.